When your goals are in alignment with who you are and your purpose, you'll set yourself up for achieving the goals.
Goal setting. Nicole, goal setting. I know the Growth Academy, you have a very special philosophy around goal setting. What is that?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I love setting goals. I was born to be a goal setter. I've set so many goals personally. I set a goal to lose weight for probably 12 years before I actually lost any. I've set goals to achieve certain things at the dealership, sales numbers and things like that, many times before actually achieving them. And then I learned from one of my mentors that, goal setting is fun and goal setting is awesome, but what's really awesome is achieving them.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like that adrenaline rush that I get from writing out all of the amazing things I'm going to achieve feels so good. And we should do that. And I do it a lot. But what's even better is when you actually achieve it. That's so cool. And so I decided that at the Growth Academy, we weren't going to talk so much about goal setting. We're going to talk more about goal achievement, because what I've learned is there's a science. There is a science behind making this stuff work and achieving your goals. And I learned it the hard way. I just shared with you that I struggled with my weight for so many years. And yet, if you had talked to me, it wasn't because I wasn't trying. It wasn't because I didn't set a goal. Oh, I wrote the goals down. And it didn't happen for me right away. And if you can connect with me on that, if there's something in your life that you're struggling with and you're setting goals and you're not achieving them, this isn't about judgment, because I believe that was part of my process. Those iterations of feedback or failure or whatever you want to call them, where I was setting a goal and my weight was staying the same or going up, that led to the success eventually, So if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I feel like I'm just, stuck in the hamster wheel and I can't get out, it's part of the journey and you still will get there.
So when you set goals, how do you personally go about doing that? Is it as simple as get out a journal and write it down? What special things do you do, or are they special, how you set goals?
Yeah, I think that there are some really powerful, proven strategies that work when you want to achieve things that matter most to you in your life and when you want to achieve goals. The first one, the one that I really want to talk to you about today, is what happens before you even set the goal. Because so many people are setting themselves up for failure before they even start. Yes, sometimes it's too big, and sometimes it's the wrong goal. Sometimes it's the wrong time. But here's where you can cut that off before it even happens for you, is when you take a timeout. Before you become really good at goal achievement, you've got to become really good at reflecting, pausing, and knowing your inner self. A goal that isn't in alignment with who you are, whether it's too big, not the right time, not the right goal, you can stop that before it starts if you just take a time out and you pause to reflect. So at the Growth Academy, we are fanatical about the questions we ask ourselves. We are big into reflecting using the right questions, because when you ask yourself a better question, you get a better answer and you change your thinking. So before we even talk about what goals we're going to set down, if I want to lose 10 pounds or I want to get 10 more customers or I want to make $10,000 more a month, before we even get to any of that and setting a SMART goal, it's all about, okay, where am I at? What is true for me today? And getting a really good sense of where you are at before you move forward and set a goal. That way, when your goals are in alignment with who you are and your purpose, you'll set yourself up for achieving the goals.
I think a lot of female business owners are so busy, they feel like that would be too much of a luxury to take for that time for themselves to reflect. It probably for a lot of women feels like, I don't have time to reflect, I've got to go, go, go. But it's the taking of the time and the sitting back and reflecting. And I know you have ways that you help through the Growth Academy people to actually do that reflection. But that's really one of the key things. It's something I've got to work on personally as well. Just really looking at that and reflecting and understanding myself better. So what are some things, Nicole, that people can do from a reflection perspective? What kind of reflection? Is it just sitting down with a cup of tea? Or what is it? Is it meditation? Is there a way that they need to do it?
It's all of those things. It's all of those things. There's a funny saying about meditation. If a busy person tells you they don't have time to meditate, that's the person that needs to meditate for 2 hours. I can't find 5 minutes to meditate because I'm so busy. You're the person who needs to sit down and meditate for 2 hours. This is what the expert meditation tell us. You've got to take time out if you're a busy person to be more effective later on. And the more time you take out and the better you set yourself up for success, the better chance you'll have going forward. So it doesn't have to be meditation. It doesn't have to be journaling. It doesn't have to be anything formal, but it can be. And yes, oftentimes it is. So for me, I've got a journal. I journal daily and I write down things that I'm grateful for. I write down things that I appreciate. I write down things that I want to focus on, all of it. I write down things that are bothering me. I also go outside and get fresh air and just let my mind be still or let my mind run. And then I'm committed to a practice of being intentional about reflection on a 90-day basis. So every 3 months, I sit down and I do a more formal reflection. And I do that type of reflection in my business every week as well. It doesn't have to be all those things, but it can be. Before you decide to write down a goal, give yourself the gift of reflecting first. You can check us out on our website or on social media, and we've got some great resources on YouTube as well.